evening, ladies. You're here with Sandra. You're here with me for 5 at 5, and you're probably wondering where is she? She's sitting in her conservatory. But ladies, tonight I am going to do a 5 at 5 for Shiseido. I wanted to make it as genuine and as authentic as possible, so I decided to do it in real time. So it's now, I think, what time is it now? It's 20 to 9, and I was working all day, went straight over to see my parents, home now. Dinner's not even on, but I want to take all, I don't know about you, but as soon as I get home, I want it all off. I want the makeup off, all the fancy clothes. I want to get into my comfies. So I've got as far as getting the dressing gown pajamas on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm literally going to get my makeup routine or my skincare routine here with you and just show you what I do every evening before I go to bed, because the products are my own. You all know that I am a genuine. I have been using Shiseido for years. So we're going to go through the products that I use. Going to tie the hair up because that's what we do. We tie it up in a knot before bed and get all the hair back because we're going to get this makeup off. Now, the makeup is on me since 8 o'clock this morning, so we're ready. I'm ready to take it off. So we're just going to go through my routine as normal. I'll talk you through some of the products. Shiseido's on gift, and that's why I wanted to do it, because there's a lot of people asking about gift. So the first thing we're going to do is, you can see I use my Shiseido cleansing water, okay? The reason I use that is because I want to take off all the heavy makeup first. So we're going to take off my eye makeup. I just pop it in 2 cotton pads, like so. A few wee pumps. This is as real as it gets, ladies, sitting in my kitchen table. The reason I've done it on my kitchen table is because the light of the outside is shining in. We're trying to get as much of the natural light as possible. So we're just going to take that eyeshadow off there around my eye. I'm going very gentle with this, okay? Remember, I always say this before a video. Ladies, I am not a makeup artist. I am not a specialist. I have had a long career in skincare and cosmetics, but I am not a specialist. I am not trained. I'm trained in beauty by beauty houses, but I am not a trained beautician. So please I'm just a working mommy, and I am no different to the rest of us. I'm just getting this makeup off. So why I use Shiseido. Shiseido is one of those brands that I have been using for years, and I'm going to tell you why. A long time ago, I used to work in cosmetics. I worked in a lot of different houses. And Shiseido is the one that left the most lasting impression on me. And I'm going to tell you why. Shiseido is a Japanese skincare company, okay? And all the cosmetics brands, and I work with some of the top makeup or skincare brands in the world, but there's something, and they're all good. They all have their own, benefits. Some of them, they have hero products. I mean, if Shiseido closed tomorrow, I would have no problem. I would have other brands that I could go to. But Shiseido is my brand of choice, okay? Because of the innovation that goes behind the brand. So you can see now I'm taking all that heavy stuff off. So I'm just giving it a cleanse. That's a double cleanse now. And now I'm actually going to go into it again. I'm going to go in now and I'm going to use my cleansing oil. So you can see now, these products are my own. They're almost empty. That's true, authentic. That's why I want to use my own products. So what we're going to do with the cleansing oil now is we're basically going to put this on my hands and we're going to rub it into my skin. Then have to go and water it off and towel it off and just tap my day. So bear with me. I'm going to do that and then I'll come back to why I love Shiseido. So we're just going to rub it in my hands like that, and we're just going to rub it into my skin like so. So this is giving me a really, really good cleanse. So this is the oil cleanser. So we're going to now as a double cleanser. We're going down the neck because I wear my makeup down through my neck. We're giving that a good massage in, okay? So we're going to rub that in. So that's going to take off now. The first bit took off the heavy makeup. Now what this is going to take, and you can see me going right under the eyes. This is okay in the eyes. What this is going to do now is this is going to really get rid of all that, the dry skin, the dead skin, any excess makeup left on. So bear with me while I go and wash this off, and then we're going to come back because I haven't got a bowl of water here, but there is a tap just there. So I'm going to go over and put on lukewarm water and towel this off. So bear with me 1 second and I'll come back. So ladies, there we go. So I've just washed that off with the soap or with the water, and that has just foamed that up, and I'm just tapping it off the excess, okay? So we've just got really clean skin now. So I've had my double of this, and then I went in with the oil cleanser to get rid of all the extra. So you can see there now, that is all off, right? Now, so now what we're going to do, I spend more time in the evening with my cleansers and toners and my skincare regime. So this is the Utermine. This is Utermine toner, okay, that we use here, that I use as my toner at night. So basically, it comes in its own it's a big massive thing. You can actually get a refill for it. So again, I'm just going to pop that on. I'm going to rub it in my hands. Some of the best utensils are our very own fingers. So I'm just going to pop that on, just press it on like so, okay? So we're just pushing that up, bringing it down to the neck. Just so what the toner is doing, toner is leveling out the skin. It's toning, it's getting it strengthened, it's getting the skin ready for what you're putting on top of it. So we're just really, there's nothing like, I would rarely go to bed with my makeup on. I just love this part of the day, getting it off as much as we can. So this is one of their oldest products. They reformulated it a couple of years ago. And I remember I was down in Dublin one day, and I seen it. I was in Arnott's, and I seen Shiseido had this product. It's like, why have we not got this product? And they had the preview on it. And I was on the phone to Shiseido going, why are we not getting this? So it's coming. And I was delighted to get it back, because I remember from years and years ago when I used to work with them, and then it's back. So it's a beautiful toner. It's a really soft toner as well, because toner tends to be, people think toner's like a really sort of stringent, like stripping your skin. It doesn't, if you get the right toner. And most brands have good toners nowadays, but some of those sort of ones that you get self-select, you just need to be careful, because the pH level in them can be very high, and that's going to strip your skin. So the next product you are going to need no introduction, which is my Ultimmune. So I call this the superfood of the whole Shiseido range, because I think that this is really supercharging everything else. So it's almost like taking a really strong probiotic for your gut. So all the good bacteria in your gut, we know we take loads of, some people take different ones. I take Simprove. So that's what this is doing. So we're just basically getting a really good product there into the skin. So what I'm going to do now, exactly the same. This, what it's doing, it's literally preparing, it's like a primer for, if you're doing like, if you're preparing a bare wall, and you're going to put white paint on it, and you need to sort of prepare that wall. Well, that's what this is like. You're literally putting all that super stuff into your skin before anything else. So because the toner has left the cleanest of canvases, so my skin is just ready to take it. So this is the perfect product to get straight in there. Get that superfood in there, and that is just going straight into exactly where your skin needs it, okay? Amazing product, ladies. I use it morning and night. I carry it everywhere. We have different sizes. It is phenomenal, and I highly recommend it. So the next one then we're going to do is now we're going to put on our Vital Perfection. Now, Vital Perfection, I don't think this product was out the last time I did a night range with you, but they have a night cream now, okay? So there's some different ingredients in this that's in the day cream. You can get, so basically what your body's doing, I say this in every video, you're going into repair at night. Your body goes, you need your sleep because your body's repairing itself from a cellular level to, from your nervous system, your brain, everything, it is all going to repair. So that's why you want to get your sleep, your rest, you need to be hydrated, all those things that we know, and we're not always brilliant, let's be honest, at doing them. But the one thing I always say, if I put as much energy into other things as I did with my skin, I'm telling you, I would be something, because I've never, no matter, when you're young and you were falling into bed, and my husband always says that to me, he says she never, even if she was falling off the bed, she still took her makeup off, and she still always cleansed and toned and done her skincare. And it has stood to me because I have good skin. Now, don't get me wrong, ladies. I have hereditary good skin. I have my mother's good skin, my father's good skin. And I did get a treatment quite recently called an Emphys treatment that I was getting to prepare my skin for my birthday, which is very soon, 50 in a few weeks. And that was like a lifting and tightening. So what that was lifting this area and that. And I haven't, other than that, I've done nothing with it in a while. I often get Botox probably once a year. I'm probably due it. You know, I would be normal, you know, most people get every 6 months. I try to get it once a year. But, you know, their skin is definitely not bad. And I know it's because of my practices with the skincare. As I said, I would be amazing if I put as much energy into other parts of my life. But anyway, we're here and that's the way it is. So the next product now I'm looking for, and I can't find it, is my eye cream. Here it is here. So I'm going to show you this. I'm going to pop it up. I'm actually not going to, what do you say? So it is the Beneficence eye cream, okay? So this is the wee one that I do use a couple of different eye creams with Shiseido. And to be honest, I think, you know, they're all amazing. The one I use, the one that I'm using, that I was using before this, it's just ran out. And it was fantastic. Now it is up the top range of their price point, but this here is a really good little eye cream for every single person. And of course I can't see what it says on the box because I'm blind as a bat. I can't see anything on that. It's all on the other part that I had all read out. But anyway, sure, what odds, I forgot. Now, so we're just going to apply the eye cream around, and your eye cream should always be your last step, okay? So we're just going to apply a little bit of the eye cream around the eye area, and I'm going to show you now where we're doing that. So just bear with me. So we're going to pop basically the 2 ring fingers, and we're going to take a little bit, right? I probably have a wee bit much on there now. So we're going to go from here. So I find in here can get quite dry. Now I don't know whether it's because I put concealer in there every day, but this would probably be the driest area of my face now. So it's really important to use your eye cream on there. So we're dabbing around the orbital bone. So there's your orbital bone. Imagine your skeleton and there'd be nothing in there. Well, that's your orbital bone. Okay, so we're going to bring that out. We're going to bring it up around. We're doing big circles and we're meeting halfway across those circles like so. Give it a good old rub in there. Now this skin here that you see here that I'm touching is the most delicate skin in our whole body. So that's why I'm using my ring finger, because there's less pressure applied. So we're going to go up and around. So we're getting up above there. We're getting these little crow's feet here, the wee frowns, up and around and back out. And this action is also draining your glands there. So there's a lot of puffiness around this area. As we go through menopause, we kind of get quite a puffy. This eye trough here apparently can gather fluid. I see that quite a lot. And again, myself sometimes, but I do see it in a certain ladies that do that, and I'll be down to get my hands on them and to drain it like that. So even if you have that, if you do a little regime like this, even without skincare, that'll really drain that puffiness from that area. You're trying, it's just gathering there. So get that out and then give yourself a little massage, just a little circular massage, and you're massaging the excess there into those little crow's feet. Nice wee rub. You can see I'm always doing this action out like this. Don't go in, because what happens is you're bringing the excess in here. They're active ingredients, so I always think active ingredients is like this. They're going in every direction, okay? So you don't want anything going into your eye. So that's why out and out. So your eye cream should be your very last step of your skincare. So ladies, that is me ready to go, all cleansed and moisturized and what have you. And I always then put on a final wee bit of lip oil just to moisturize my lips. I don't know what it is. I can never have my lips without something on them. As you know, I wear lipstick all the time, but even when I'm not wearing lipstick, I always, even in the morning, I'm going to the gym and I have this, I put this on. So it's just a wee clear, it gives a wee bit of nourishment to the lips. there's shea and that, and there's lovely wee pieces and lychee and what have you and that. So it's just going to moisturize your lips. So ladies, that is my regime. Didn't take that long. I was talking through most of it. So let's recap on what I have got. So what I used my cleansing water to get rid of my, just straight under the eyes, lips, took off the heavy makeup, right? Then I wanted a good deep double cleanse, so I used the cleansing oil, which has got the oil in it, and I popped that on the skin and massaged it in, and then I used hot water, and I basically cleansed all that off with the hot water, with the towel, and then I just tapped it all off. Then what I did, I toned my skin with the Eutermine, and I just basically tapped that on, let that soak in, and that was third step. Now some people will be thinking, Sandra, there's no way I would do this. I do, but look at, as I say, if I had to put some effort, the same effort into other things, we'd be flying. Then my superfood, that goes on me all the time. Even sometimes when I'm on holidays, if I go up for my lunch and have nothing on and, you're ready to reapply your SPF, then I will still pop a wee bit of that on, let it sit a minute, and then I put on my SPF again. This is just amazing. And people always say to me, if I was only to buy one product with Shiseido, what would it be? I would always start with this. Then what we did, I put on my night cream. So my Vital Perfection night. And ladies, I also want to say to you, don't worry so much if you have the Vital Perfection, the original, that'll do as well. So basically the normal Vital Perfection is absolutely fine. The night one has got extra ingredients for repair at night, but the other one is fine if you don't want to go, or maybe you've just invested, but they do have the night cream. And then my eye cream, so my Beneficence eye cream, so a beautiful naturally one. It doesn't matter what age you are, you can start using this morning and night, and you can see what I did with that. And then my little lip salve. So the thing I wanted to say to you, and this is why I'm doing it, is because the Shiseido's on gift. So when you buy any 2 products in the Shiseido range, one to be skincare, you're going to get a free gift. So loving this little bag. Sarah seen me with this bag today, and she's like, I love that bag. And then I was like, that's actually a Shiseido gift bag. And she's in shock. Right, so what are we going to get? So we are going to get, just to get you the exact information. So this is the Ginza scented hand cream, okay? So this is a beautiful little hand cream, really good size, ladies. Brilliant size, and it's perfumed. So you can even apply that on your body. Beautiful feminine scent. Ginza is their best skincare scent. Then, ladies, we have the Ultimune. So that is this. So we have a really lovely wee size there. So we call these luxury sizes because they're bigger than normal. And they're about a week's, there's always about a week in the likes of this. So if you're putting that on, maybe once a day, but if you're eating twice a day, maybe not that long. But anyway, then we have the Ultimune concentrate. So this is the power infused concentrate. So this is what you could use this before you use your serum, okay? And then we've got in here, which is the luxury. Ladies, I go on holidays. I take these on holidays all the time. So this is the Vital Perfection. This will last you about 2 weeks, morning and night. It is a brilliant size. It is the Vital Perfection moisturizer. And what I do is then I refill them with my own when I go on holidays. Take them out of that and that, because if you're away for 2 weeks, that's enough. So it's going to last you quite a long time. And it doesn't end there. Then we have the little mascara. So the Shiseido mascara is really good. These wee minis, a lot of people, funny, Iris says she prefers the minis because you can hold them closer to your eye. That's a brilliant wee mascara. So ladies, you get all this, the really good gift with the bag, free if you're buying any 2 of the Shiseido products tonight, one to be skincare. So if you're even buying a lipstick or a foundation, if you're a Shiseido follower, fan in the other ranges, and you don't need skincare, if you buy any 2, one to be skincare, you avail of this little offer. So ladies, we're going to pop the links up there for you now to get after if any of you are interested. Any questions, do pop them below. I am a bit of an expert on Shiseido, I have to say. I know most of the answers. It's a phenomenal product. And just to finish on what I said at the beginning, the reason I sort of stayed with them, although I've been with lots of the cosmetics houses, is because that innovation. The Japanese theory of life is simple. Everything is about simplicity and clean and organised, and it applies right back to even the product innovation, and that is why I love it. I trust them. They are suitable for nearly all skin types. I've never heard of very few in all my time with anybody really have a reaction to Shiseido. And all I'll say to you is look at the Japanese skin. It is amazing. Japanese skincare is trending at the moment as well. The whole glassy look is very much coming from Asia, so the Asian market. So a phenomenal, these guys lead the pack there with that. They've been, really, really popular for years. And I am really proud to wear it, and I love it. And I think it is definitely, I know there's so many of you have been converted through 505, and I do appreciate that as well. And I know you love it. You just need to try it and you'll never go back. So on that note now, I'm sure you're sick listening to me. It's getting dark outside. I'm getting ready for bed now. And as I say, I'm ready to go. And this is it. This is as raw as it gets. But my skin feels really clean. It feels really nourished and really moisturised. And I am ready for my sleep. As always, I'll be ready. I fall into the bed at night. I have an early start in the morning. So have a lovely evening. Any questions, pop them below and I will get an answer them. If I can't answer them, I will contact the Shiseido team and make sure they can answer us as well. So have a good one. I will chat to you tomorrow.